Aurora Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Beyond the Distant Hills, written by Annemarie Brear and read by Caroline Lennon. The moral right of the author has been asserted. This performance is owned by Aurora. Chapter 1. Berrima, New South Wales, Australia, July 1853. Emerging from the shadow of the bark hut, Ellen Emerson stretched for a moment, then shivered slightly. Here, in the British colony of Australia, July meant the middle of winter, whereas in her native Ireland it would be summer. The breaking of dawn and the rising of the sun cast an opaque pink light over the frigid silver-green land. Frost sparkled on the grass as birds chirped and sang in the eucalyptus trees. The odd rabbit hopped about, until disturbed by the waking activity of the workmen, and then they quickly disappeared into holes in the ground. Ellen paused for a moment, thinking of her homeland, the undulating green land that rolled down to the sea on the coast of Mayo, where she'd been born and raised, where she had married Malachy Kittrick, and despite the odds, nurtured 4 children, until the famine struck, ruining their lives. The death of her 3rd son, Thomas, and her father, was the first of many events that tore at her soul. Malachy lost his way from being a happy, successful farmer to an out-of-work drunkard. He died in a fight, leaving Ellen to forge another road alone as a widow. When the landlord's agent burned down her cottage because of unpaid rent, Ellen knew she had to make a decision that would change her life. Looking around the land she owned with her new English husband Alistair, she felt a deep sense of belonging in this wild and untamed country. Their land boundary began on top of a high ridge and extended down into a valley and stopped at the river's edge. In the valley, a herd of long-horned cattle grazed contentedly. At the edge of the ridge, on 10 wide flat acres, a hive of industry was waking up to a new day. Ellen watched as teams of men climbed out from their tents and stirred campfires to boil the billy can for a cup of tea.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?